Hey there! Welcome to a brief tutorial on the long backstretch on the reformer. You may have heard the phrases two-way stretch, or the reach of the lower body, or the reach of the upper body. And sometimes when these terms proliferate, they sometimes lose their meaning. And so we say them, but what do they really mean? So I thought I'd take a look at the long backstretch, which is one of the exercises, there are several, that I feel is the epitome of the lower body reach. And if you can use your long backstretch skills in other exercises where either the lower body reach is very challenging or elusive, the long backstretch is really going to help you in so many ways. And this is rather a challenging exercise to use as a helper, but you'll see we'll do 2 exercises on the reformer and 2 exercises on the mat. Some are fundamental, some are a little more advanced, and we'll see how you can use this. There's also Cadillac exercises that you can use for the lower body reach. I just happen to like this one. So, let's get started. I'm going to be on the reformer. I've got 2 springs on. And the first thing about the lower body reach and the long backstretch is that this is not an arm exercise. Just like the rest of the long stretch series, and that was a terrible getting onto the reformer. Let me try that again. So, usually we get on hand, foot, and then the long stretch series is about the lower body pushing on the carriage. So, you don't want to be all the way back on your arms and off the shoulder rest because it's really not going to serve you. So, get ready to push through your heels. You're going to go down, you're going to push from your stomach through your bottom. Keep the carriage still as you lift your hips up and come back in. I'm going to do it one more this direction. Down, scoop and reach, and up. And then reverse, lift. Keep that carriage out there when you come in. So it's the combination of the reach to push out and the lift that's keeping you tall that is giving you the long back stretch. So from there, if it feels a little bit elusive as you're pushing out to feel like it starts from here, let's talk about that. So the lower body really starts from the middle back or the upper part of the stomach and reaches all down through the seat, the tailbone, and through the heels. So that part of the body is going one way, and then your upper body reach really starts at the waistline and lifts to the upper body, through the back, up and to the fingertips. And so you have a crossover in the center. So you've got like double powerhouse, basically. And as one direction goes this way, one direction goes this way, this gets all lengthened and stretched out. So if that felt hard to feel this in the long backstretch, remember the long backstretch is really just the facing up version of the upstretch. So if you can feel like your upper stomach helps you push out in the upstretch, that might be a good lower body exercise for you too. Also the elephant. If you can feel, when you push on the bar, if you can feel your upper stomach with you, that might be a really good exercise to feel the whole lower body bringing in the carriage. And that's one of the first exercises we learn, but sometimes as you become a more seasoned practitioner, you can mine so much more out of the exercise. Use the contact that you have of the foot bar, the hands on the foot bar, just like you would in the elephant and the upstretch. You're going to try to do the same thing, even though you're facing the opposite direction. So when I push on the foot bar, I can feel like the rib is helping me push. And that way I've got it with me as I do the exercise. Push. And you'll know when you hit it because it feels really great. Another exercise series we can look at where this skill is going to help is the short box. All of your lower body reach is going to work to control your feet and your strap. So let's take a look at that. So here we are again at the same lengthening of the lower body. Because in the short box series, this part stays pretty constant, or it should, while you do all kinds of reachy, beautiful things on top. So let's look at the twist. So as you reach the lower body that way, it's gonna keep going that way even though you are going in a different direction. So really just concentrate on the lower body, reaching away, and it'll kind of help what's happening on top. So give it a try. Now we're going to look at 2 exercises on the mat, which really I've tried for years to do with my upper body. They're actually mainly lower body exercises. You might be surprised. Join me on the mat. Let's add the strap. That's a familiar element from where we've been before. And the first one is the roll-up. So if you think about what was happening in the short box, this was going that way. This upper body is reaching. And then this part, this is really all of your body from the ribs down. So your arms are really just kind of ride up on top. So pretend you're doing a long back stretch and use your upper stomach to stretch over. And then push through your heels and roll it down. Let's do it again. Push through your heels and lift. And push through your heels and roll down. And I bet you're wondering, couldn't you do the same thing with the neck pull? My God, yes you can. Now it's a little more complicated because your arms are now creating a little more weight for you to lift up. But it's the same rules apply. Reach through your heels and lift. Ooh, that actually felt really good. Reach through your heels and roll down. Let's do it one more time. Reach through your heels, lift. Reach through your heels and roll down. So give it a try. Work on your lower body reach and just see what happens. You might feel like some exercises you've been struggling with for a long time, suddenly the light appears and you're like, ooh, so much more possible. Have a good time. Thank you so much for watching. Please become a subscriber if you want more videos like this. If you have questions, leave them in a comment below, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. One more. This one you're going to stand up, jump, and then land as non-bumpily as you can. Stand up, jump. One more. And then pause. Bring yourself back for single leg pull. Pull, pull. So that was the first of our gymnastic embellishments.